In today's fast-paced urban landscape, penthouse living has become a symbol of luxury, aspiration, and modern accomplishment. Yet, beyond the glimmering skyline views and high-end finishes, a growing number of urban dwellers are seeking interiors that speak to authenticity, warmth, and character. This evolution in design sensibility leans away from sterile perfection and embraces the subtle nuances of handmade imperfect beauty. The refined urban penthouse is no longer just sleek and symmetrical, it is layered with soul, texture, and emotion. A penthouse offers more than just prime real estate, it presents a canvas for artistic expression, anchored by sweeping views and open spaces. Designers are now utilizing these expansive layouts to highlight textures and handcrafted details that break from the expected. Polished concrete floors meet handcrafted wool rugs. Exposed structural beams contrast with hand-molded ceramic pendants. These choices ground the space in beauty that's both raw and elegant. One of the most powerful tools in this aesthetic is texture. A refined penthouse doesn't rely solely on sleek materials like glass and steel. Instead, texture is layered deliberately. Think linen slip-covered sofas, clay wall finishes, woven wall hangings, and hand-carved wooden accents. Each surface tells a story, each item an echo of its maker's hand. The color schemes favored in these refined spaces draw from natural materials, clay, stone, driftwood, and unbleached textiles. Neutral doesn't mean dull, in this context, it is a foundation for warmth and calm. Soft taupes, putty grays, creamy whites, and dusty browns wrap the space in understated elegance. Refined urban living embraces curated design over uniform perfection. Each furniture piece in a penthouse should feel intentional, collected, not matched. Handcrafted pieces, vintage finds, and custom commissions speak volumes about the personality of the space. Lighting design is central to the penthouse mood. Gone are the days of stark overhead fixtures. Instead, lighting becomes sculptural and atmospheric. Handmade pendant lights with organic shapes, paper lanterns with subtle creases, and exposed filament bulbs housed in blown glass bring imperfection into illumination. One of the most expressive components of this aesthetic is the use of ceramics. Handmade bowls, vases, and tiles take center stage. Their irregular shapes, varied glazes, and unique textures serve as quiet statements of authenticity. These are not mass-produced objects, they are intimate, tactile, and deeply personal. In refined penthouse interiors, art becomes a curated expression of imperfection. Instead of overly polished pieces, think of mixed media abstracts with visible brushwork, hand-dyed fabric panels, or ink-on-paper sketches. These works don't demand attention, they invite contemplation. Everyday objects are no longer hidden, they are displayed proudly. An artisan-made cutting board, an imperfectly shaped teapot, or even hand-woven coasters become elements of visual design. These objects merge form with function, ensuring that utility doesn't come at the cost of style. Plants and organic elements breathe life into the penthouse space. Rather than exotic tropicals, the focus shifts to hardy, sculptural greenery like olive trees, rubber plants, and eucalyptus branches placed in handmade terracotta or stone pots. The refined urban penthouse draws inspiration from wabi-sabi principles, finding beauty in the incomplete, the impermanent, and the imperfect. This philosophy aligns beautifully with the handmade movement, providing a calm, grounded framework in the midst of a dynamic city. Vintage pieces, whether furniture or accessories, become vital design elements. Their wear and history lend authenticity to a space that might otherwise feel detached or generic. A worn leather reading chair, an antique mirror with tarnished edges, or a mid-century sideboard with a fading veneer adds charm and story. Flooring is no longer just a surface, it's a tapestry of texture. Bespoke rugs crafted from jute, wool, or reclaimed textiles introduce softness and pattern. These woven layers underfoot add subtle dimension to open-plan living spaces. Details matter immensely in refined urban design. From hand-poured concrete countertops to hand-stitched leather pulls on cabinetry, these quiet details anchor the visual story. These touches are subtle, yet they resonate with intention and integrity. While open-plan living remains a staple of penthouse design, refined interiors demand thoughtful curation. Spaces are not filled, they are composed. Each zone flows organically into the next, and negative space is embraced as much as positive. Glossy, high-shine finishes are replaced by matte, tactile materials. Walls may be treated with lime wash for depth, while countertops feature honed stone. These finishes age gracefully, acquiring character rather than wear. Refined urban living doesn't rely on clutter for expression. In fact, minimalism plays a role, but it's a warm minimalism. It's minimalism with purpose, with emotion, with layers. The absence of excess allows each imperfection to breathe and be seen. Urban luxury is being redefined by the hands of makers. From ceramicists and woodworkers to textile artists and metalsmiths, artisans are the new visionaries of high-end living. Their contributions infuse spaces with unmatched individuality. Refined urban living is no longer defined by shiny surfaces and flawless finishes. It's shaped by authenticity, handmade character, and the emotional resonance of imperfection. In a penthouse high above the city streets, design finds a new voice, one that honors the tactile, the textured, and the human.